Hey guys, how's it going? It's Daniel from DashClicks. Now, if you have just signed up for DashClicks and you just logged in and you're seeing this screen, and that means you're inside the dashboard, and this video is specifically for you. This is kind of going to be a DashClicks starter kit, if you will. Kind of a crash course where I'm just going to walk through briefly and show you kind of the things that you should just focus on first. I mean, play around with the dashboard and see all the features that we have to offer, and don't be afraid of messing anything up because you really can't, and we could just you could just revert back and it's not a big deal. But anyways, I'm gonna go over everything, and then if you have further questions, remember that we always have our YouTube channel. You can search for any kind of videos or tutorials you have. We always have our help center through dashclicks.com. And in this dashboard, the main thing I want to start off by saying is every screen or app you're on essentially has this little eye on the top right. So if you see my mouse, top right, the little eye, if you click that, this is called the in-app help. Pretty much every part of this dashboard has one. It has a video that explains what's going on, and it gives you all the support you need, like live chat and the help center. So inside the dashboard, you have all the help you need. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of give you an idea and crash course of the dashboard and what you should start focusing on. All right, let's get started. So you're logged in. This is your dashboard. This is kind of your main view. Just right away, I want to mention is on the top right, you'll see all these, you'll see an edit button. And if you click that edit button, you can edit how this dashboard looks on that front page, right? They're all widgets, and you can choose different widgets to put here. And when you're done, you can just click save. But essentially, you can design what you want to see when you log in. Okay, so let's move forward from there. So the first thing you really want to do is go up to the top part right here. Now I have a picture, you might not, but let's click that and go to settings. And we're going to kind of go chronologically just down this in order. So the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and fill out all your general info here. You can click the little edit button. Make sure it's all up to date. Let's go into notifications. This isn't too valuable right now. Let's just move on. The next part's your business profile. I would take the time and fill all this out because, first of all, you get to put your social links, and these social links will be inserted into like any emails you send out through the dashboard or anything like that. So this is worth putting all your info in. Fill all this out, your company info, phone address, so on and so forth. Then let's go back to business profile. Also, here's the thing too, make sure your currency's set to wherever you're at. I'm in the US, so it's USD. Okay, now let's go to branding. This is the cool part. This is where it kind of starts becoming real. If you haven't done anything like this in business before, but this is where you're going to be able to upload your logo. Now, when you're at the login screen, on the right side where it has all the floating apps, that background, you get to choose what the background image is. So currently the default image is this. You can put whatever image you want. I think you can even choose if you want to have the floating apps at the login screen or not. You can decide to turn it on or off right here. Okay, the favicon, which by the way, the favicon is, in your tabs, the little logo next to the description of the tab on like your browser, that little icon's your favicon, just in case you didn't know. You can change that to your logo. You can change your logo here. Now, all this, you can even choose colors for primary color, secondary color. You can choose your main email. Now, what all this does, and I want to talk about this at the top, but what all this does essentially is completely white labels this platform to your brand. So any interaction you have with potential clients, you send onboarding documents, really anything feature you use on this dashboard, it's all going to be branded to what you put in here. So if it's, Jeff's marketing, all the stuff you put here, no one's ever going to see DashClicks. It's only going to be Jeff's marketing branding. So this is something you should really focus on getting done first, because you don't want to, get in the situation where you send onboarding documents and it says DashClicks all over it, and you're like, oh, I thought I was dealing with, Jeff's marketing. It's not a good situation to be in. So have fun with that. Also, the domain name or the web address that your dashboard resides, something like, jeffsmarketing.dashclicks.com or something, you can add your own custom domain, which is up here. Okay, there's instructions on how to do it. But what this will do is you'll be able to choose what the URL for your dashboard is going to be, which is completely white labeled too. So that could be, app.jeffsmarketing.com instead of dashclicks.com. So take your time and go through all this and make sure you get that set. The next thing I would say to do is, I'm going to put myself up here for a sec, is the payments part. Now the payments is down here where my mouse is. Make sure you set up your Stripe account and everything in your bank through here. This is going to be important for processing payments and that sort of thing. So make sure you set that up. After you're done with all that, you've done your profile, you've done your business and your branding, you're pretty much set. And I would just encourage you to explore around other places and just get to know the platform as well as you can. I'm going to put myself back down there. All right, now what we'll do is we're going to kind of explore some apps and features just so you have an idea of what is in this dashboard, because it kind of can seem a little confusing at first. Now, just so you know, we have this thing at DashClicks, and we designed the platform where if you learn one area or one application, you pretty much know how to use all of them, because the interface we design, we try to make them as similar as possible. So it's not like this completely new environment you're in. You're like, well, I don't even know what's going on. So you might notice that as we're doing this. Okay, so let's go to your main menu, which is the very top right next to my face up here. We'll click the little box. Now these are all our apps. And let's just start with probably the easiest one. Let's just do contacts. Little video pops up. You can watch this if you'd like. I would recommend you could do a tour and it'll kind of walk you through all that, but I just want to briefly go through this. So these are all your contacts, because if you didn't know, or you might know, but if you didn't, DashClicks works as your internal operating system for your marketing agency. And when I say operating system, I mean kind of like the features that you would need, or SaaS platforms you would need to run an agency. So like a CRM, customer management system. And so we have that capability in here. And the first one I'm talking about, say, is contacts. Now, you can import contacts. You can put their email address, phone number, who owns the contact. You can click into it, and it should show. There we go. Each contact will have what we call a contact card, which is what we're in now. So each contact has a contact card. You can take notes, you can send emails, you can send text messages. So if you connect your phone number to DashClicks account through settings, you'll be able to send messages and stuff. Emails, you can set reminders, you can log stuff, log conversations, notes, reminders, everything. There's all this info here, which is all customizable. You can, on the right side over here, you can attach them to associated businesses. Jeff's like the name I always use for some reason. And if I ever give a company example, it's always plumbers. I don't know, it just is. Associate Jeff contact card to the associated business, which is Jeff's Plumbing. You can add attachments if they send you onboarding documents or whatever it is that you need from them. You can sort it here. If you're doing current deals with them for an SEO plan, you could add that deal there. Who the contact owner is. Followers is kind of a unique feature we have. That's kind of like the person who's following a contact or deal doesn't necessarily mean that they are the owner or managing it. It's just they might want to see the status update of that certain deal. So you can follow deals, add tags, so you can sort certain deals like, SEO client or something like that. These features I'm going to jump into, but if you make any InstaReports or InstaSites, all that's here in contacts. So this is just a quick little contact overview. Now let's jump over to the main menu again here, your little drawer, and let's go to deals. This will kind of be the next step from contacts. So you have contacts that you create, you add whoever you want in there. And let's say Jeff the plumber, you're going to start pitching SEO. You can actually now design your sales process, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, proposal made, negotiations started. Basically, Jeff is like, I'm interested to talk about SEO. So you can then take him, let's jump in here, and make a deal and associate Jeff into Jeff's plumbing deal. And then this is the same exact thing. This is what I mentioned before. Contact cards and deal cards, this is a deal card, are basically just going to look the same. We try to make everything sort of feel similar, so you only have to learn one thing once, and then you pretty much know everything else. So this is a deal. You can take notes, you can email, you can message, you can associate multiple people to deals because they might have a marketing guy and an owner and a co-owner and stuff like that. All the details about the deal, again, same, which is, they send you onboarding documents, you log it here, who's the deal owner, who's following tags, InstaReport, InstaSites. And then let's go back to deals. And then it's completely interactive, so you can click and drag as they progress down your sales pipeline. So there's a fully functional CRM that you're able to use. And I think you'll find this really helpful because this is going to be really your bread and butter when it comes to building your agency up. Now, there's one cool feature I'm just briefly going to jump into because there's a little bit more to go over. There's a thing called deal automation, which is up here. This is kind of unique, and I'm not sure anyone else has this type of thing, at least I'm unaware of. And we have a really cool feature. It's called deal automation right here. If you click that, I think we have some trainings on this. You can actually create automations on wherever these deals are. So these represent the columns where the deals were. You can say, if this deal does a certain thing, it's going to send them a follow-up email. When we move that deal to column 2, it's going to do a certain sequence of events. You can literally design any type of automation, so you don't have to do any follow-up, essentially. This system could do it for you. I'll go into more depth about this later. I'm sure there's trainings on this in our YouTube channel. We have literally hundreds of videos. And in our support center, our help center. So just feel free to browse around. But let's move on. Let's go back to the main menu. We just did contacts. We did deals. Now let's jump into, let's just do this quickly. You're going to find this really cool. This is InstaSites. This is definitely my favorite feature of DashClicks. I've used it in my agency when I was growing my agency with DashClicks stuff, and I found this to be the most helpful with scaling. So InstaSites there's literally 223 different sites to choose from in different niches. And you can literally build a pre-made templated website and take a business's information and just simply inject it in automatically, like within 10 seconds. And they're big sites. They're like 40 to 50 pages, something like that. Some are larger, some are a bit smaller, but around there. And so you can use this for a prospecting tool. We've seen people charge thousands of dollars for these, just using a template and making small edits. You can charge a couple hundred. I mean, whatever works for you. But this tool lets you inject company info into a templated website within seconds. This thing is super cool, and it's all completely customizable. So play around with this. Let's just move on to InstaReports. Now, InstaSites does websites. InstaReports does, you guessed it, reports. We have a lot more coming soon that are specific reports like SEO, Google Ads, Facebook Ads. But right now we do have a digital overview. Let's just do a quick preview. Hopefully I can get back after this. Now, what I mentioned before with InstaSites is you inject company's info into a templated website and it builds it in seconds. Same thing here. You inject the company's info into this report and it instantly creates an interactive report that shows the ins and outs of what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. So you have this available to you too. Now, so play around with it. We have some trainings. Actually, I just launched a new training on this, how you can use it for prospecting on our YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that out. All right, let me go back. Okay, so that's InstaReports. Let's go back to the main menu, this little box, and we're now going to go to let's do sites and then we'll do templates. Okay, this is really important. Briefly, an overview of this is, since you're a new agency, maybe you're not, but let's just say you're a new agency and you're new to DashClicks and you're like, well, I need an agency website. Right here, you can actually, we offer you, I think we have a dozen different options, formats of agency websites that are already done for you. and you just have to inject your info in, sort of similar to InstaSites. And so we will actually give you a agency website that's fully functional and stuff. And you can see what it looks like. We have different templates and stuff. You can see analytics on it. It's pretty cool. So you don't have to even build your own website if you don't want to. DashClicks platform really lets you go from no business to I have a fully functional marketing agency literally in an hour or so. It's super quick. All right, let's move on. So you have this at your disposal too, an agency website. Let's go to templates. Okay, so here's something really cool that we are now offering in version 2.0. Now, these are all your templates. Okay, whenever you send a text message, whenever you send an email, you can design all that right in here. So you don't have to keep creating the same old email every time and copy and pasting. You can just make everything in the dashboard and then just simply choose that template for a text message or email and send it out. So now this is a good area to work on next. So I kind of went off a little bit. We did contacts, we did deals, I did InstaSites reports, get familiar with all that. But after you finish your settings, I would jump into templates. Start playing around with this because you're going to be using templates a lot when you follow up with leads, trying to get new clients and that sort of thing. So let's just do this quickly. If you go into just any template right here, let's just click edit. You should be able to see this pop up. You can choose the title, you can choose everything and customize it. We even have merge tags. So right here, it says person's first name. You can add merge tags for the first name, your business info, everything that you put into this dashboard, you can merge tag into templates. So I would get all this set up for yourself. Cold emails, cold text messages, all that good stuff. Let's go back to the main menu. And let's go into, there's only a couple left. So why don't we just go into projects? Okay, now projects is kind of cool. So we're going to pretend that these are your clients. Okay, so Cleaver Brooks, Glover Incorporated, these are all clients of yours. Okay, they're all on the dashboard. Now this is an overview of all your projects or clients. What this will do is show you an overview. Let's say we're running Google Ads for them. It shows you all the details you know about your Google Ads for that client. CallRail is like a call tracking system that we use for each client so we can track calls from ads that were made, all this good stuff. So you can just get overviews of what's happening with your clients. Same thing for like Glover Incorporated. You can add new sections. Google Ads Listing Manager, it's one of the services we offer. SEO, analytics. All right, let's go back to, we did projects. Let's go into analytics, take a look at analytics. This is purely for your agency. So projects was analytics overview for your clients. Analytics app is for your agency. So if you have your agency website up, it shows you all the details. You got your Google Analytics. Listings Manager, again, is a service DashClicks has. You're running Facebook ads. You're running Google ads. You can add more sections. This is an overview of your agency, so you can see exactly how it's performing and what kind of metrics are happening. All right, let's go to forms. This is a really cool app that you can use. This actually allows you to create custom forms. So we'll just do a little, let's go to edit because it'll show a preview. So this is a builder. Now keep in mind, our website builder that we have, that where you can make edits to your agency website or InstaSites that you build for clients, it's similar to this, where it's like you don't really have to be a web developer. It's just click and drag and insert stuff like that. It's really, really simple. And that's why I think you're going to love this platform even more, because you don't have to really hire help. And if you do expand your team, the team's going to know how to use this platform really well. You don't have to necessarily get developers. So this is a form. You can literally click and drag whatever you want to insert into the form, design whatever you want. You can embed this in your website. You can embed this. You could send this as an invite for people to fill out. It's really, really robust in what you can do. All right, let's go back So play around with forms. Finally, there is, what am I missing? Oh, inbound. Let's go there. Actually, there's 2 more things, and that should be plenty for you to get started with this. So this is inbound. Now, when you start generating leads, Facebook ads, Google ads, off your website, phone calls, whatever it is, you are actually able to integrate those channels into this dashboard and feed all those leads into inbound, which is what we're looking at. So there's nothing here now because it's just a demo account, but all your leads from everywhere is going to be inserted into this app. If you take a look at the integration type, you can see the different kind of integrations that we have. If you're using ClickFunnels, Facebook ads, Instapages, phone sites, ManyChat, CallRail, forms that you create, like our form app, it all gets funneled in here. So you know exactly where all your leads are coming from. Super cool. Okay, one last area, and then pretty much you should be all set up with knowing everything. Okay, so we went through all that. Cool. The last thing is the fulfillment store. Okay, if I haven't already blown your mind, prepare to have your mind blown again. Let's jump into fulfillment store. Okay, this is where you need to know all the information about all the services DashClicks provide, because all these services we provide, such as even the pricing, even what's included, even some resources that you can use for closing clients, is all in here. So social media posts, here's the different packages, SEO, all different packages, Google ads, Facebook ads, I mean everything, content. This is the listings manager I was talking about. Okay, if you need extra support, move myself over here. There's a live chat and you can email us. All right, so let me just share this one cool thing with you. And actually, let's do SEO. This is a good one. So you can see there's pricing, okay? It shows you the plan. Now, you're probably going, well, what's in it? What's included? What does it look like? And what if I have a client that's like, yeah, can you send me more info so I can see what's in like these plans? Watch this. So underneath the buy button, there's a learn more. Click on learn more. Okay. Everything we offer as a service is going to have the same layout. You're going to see everything like highlights, just some quick ideas. You can scroll through that. Here's some more information. Scroll through that. Here's a gallery of examples, right? Warehousing and transportation company. Check it out. Here's some listings. You can browse through that to use as resources, send to your clients. We have case studies. I'm not going to open this now. It might take me away from the screen, but you can see all the case studies. By the way, all this is white labeled. There's no DashClicks logo, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, there's verified reviews, frequently asked questions. This is all at your disposal. Okay, if you thought it couldn't get any better, let me show you something even better again. So this is the SEO Pro plan. See this little button here, compare plans? We just launched this feature a couple weeks ago. It gives you a complete comparison between plans. Now, here's something even cooler. Hopefully you can see this. This download button up here, actually it's going to be a PDF, so I don't think you can, but this download button up here, if you click download, it's going to download a PDF, and it's going to be a beautifully designed, totally white labeled, no DashClicks logo PDF. It's going to look like a really well designed presentation of what we're seeing here. It's going to show everything that you're going to do for them with SEO. It's going to show them all the details. This thing is beautifully designed and it's white labeled. So make sure you download it and check it out. You can download it for all the services we have and just kind of store it. So when you're sending info to clients, you can just send that to them. They're going to be really impressed. And I think you will too when you see it. So that's the entire dashboard. I mean, again, if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out or comment below. I'll be sure to answer them. But also, the last thing I want to mention before we go, you can also schedule a demo. So there's a button up here. If you don't want it, there's a little X and you can get rid of it. But if you want to schedule a demo, click that button. you can actually schedule a time with one of our team members, and they'll walk you through everything and answer your questions. So there's that available for you too. All right, guys. So welcome to DashClicks. I'm excited you're here. Have fun with this. I hope you scale your agency to the moon, and we know you will because you have all the resources you need to actually do that. Have fun. If you have questions, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.